Good afternoon, folks, and here's a wonderful little article from Esquire about the Trevorrow script that was leaked. This is the full script that was apparently written in 2016, and it says it gives the fans the ending they deserved. I read a bit of it. The ending itself is a bit more believable, but we're talking about the sequel to a movie which was so bad there's really not much you can do unless you either completely retcon or try to lampshade the crap out of everything that happened in episode 8. It's just so difficult to write a story that way, and it's just not going to be acceptable in most people as a story, not just as a sequel, but as things that make sense, because there was so much crap in episode 8. There was no other conclusion for episode 9 being a pile of garbage. So it doesn't really matter who attempts this if they don't know how to fix the problems of 8. And there's so many problems in 8, you can't really do it. And people who don't realize that, who say 8 is great, it's wonderful, yeah, it has some problems, it's like, no. It is fundamentally broken on a storytelling level. Characters, lore, plot, climaxes, resolutions, everything is messed up. So is this script better? I don't know. I haven't seen episode 9 yet. I'll see it soon just to compare. But from what I've heard, it's probably better. This is actually probably a bit better. You've got a lot of interesting visuals. I know that Mark Hamill does a lot more talking. And the problem with that is he's already dead. He's a Force ghost. So what ends up happening is you get scenes like where is it? Like this, like he's interacting with Kylo as a Force ghost, holding a lightsaber, which is ridiculous. I mean, that's just ridiculous in general, but having a ghost do it is even more ridiculous. You have him training Rey. Why does she need to train? Like all these things. Like he's more prominent in the film. He obviously has a more robust role. He's doing more things, which is good for him. I mean, everyone likes Luke. Well, used to like Luke. But so is Leia, and Leia is dead. So they either have to get another actress or do a heck of a lot of CGI or redo a lot of things if this were the script they were to go with. So the whole thing is about the ending, and I'm not going to give it away, but essentially it's very similar to the other one. Only in this case, Rey is so overpowered she can bring herself back to life. That's how powerful she is. So, yeah, not the best idea. Now, there's other things to like and dislike. For some reason, Kylo gets a Darth Vader mask. Whatever. Rey gets a dual-bladed lightsaber, which is cool. I have to admit that would be neat. I would love to have seen a dual-bladed lightsaber versus a hilted lightsaber. How would that work? Maybe hire a HEMA instructor and have him get his HEMA buddies together and how to figure out how to do that sort of double halberd standard longsword sort of fight. Would be interesting and actually do real believable fighting with swords. So that would be neat. Like this just looks fantastic. What a great visual. And of course, Rey is skilled in using a staff. Maybe make the hilt part or the handle part of the dual blade a bit longer so she could treat it like a staff. That would look great. It would work with her character because all we know is that she wields a staff and she's amazing. That's it. And she does actually get a last name in this, which is good. She does come from something, but it's still a pile of crap. And I just was reading through some of this. And one of the visuals, just to give you some context, this is Hux. He's committing suicide, and he's failed in the war that they were fighting with the Resistance. And it's right here. He impales himself with a purple blade. He gives up. He lost. So the funny thing is, it leads up to that. He's like, Chancellor Hux says, "Bomb the city, decimate every last being." And then Commander Shellick says, "Our forces are outnumbered, sir." Hux realizes the tragic truth. He lost the Star Wars. And it's just lines like this. You sit back and go, okay, this is just a mess. Whoever wrote this does not know what the hell they were doing. And even if they did know what they were doing, they would have to do the biggest patchwork lampshade retcon of popular cinema history to make any of this believable and likable. Is it potentially better? Yes, probably potentially better than what you got in episode 9. But I'm not going to go through all this. This is just, I find it funny that a cursory glance by Mr. Dom Nero, who thinks it would have given fans the ending they deserved, it would have been less painful. It doesn't mean it's any better. It's just more digestible, more consumable, more acceptable. I don't know. You're talking about a giant dumpster fire, only not as big. Okay. Anyway, that's me. Thanks for listening, guys. Have yourself a great day.